And there we go. Good evening, everyone. What we got here? Janet's here, Kathy's here, Dale from Ohio, Forest Ghost Preparedness. We got Carol's in the house. JJ is here as always. Patty's here. Hope everybody is doing well. I hope you guys have had amazing weekend. Today was absolutely gorgeous down here. Absolutely just not a cloud in the sky. Nothing. Just completely clear. We got. I don't think we only got up to like 50, but just beautiful, beautiful. Um, DJs in the house. I did a bunch of videos today. You'll see them coming up. But I it's so weird, and I know they like people say spring fever and all that type of stuff, but like when the weather's like it was today, it's an absolutely perfect day to start getting stuff squared away, getting things cleaned up, and I had done. I told you guys I had done the bedroom and the bathroom here in the camper, and I had done. Hello, baby. I had done that uh, like 2 weeks ago, maybe, and then of course, then we had another cold streak, and the weather wasn't nice, and I just. But today was freaking gorgeous, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I want to get that battery room re-squared away. It was nasty, and it definitely needed to be re-squared away. So I went out there and completely redid the battery room. Ended up getting the first flag up on the building, so I got that done. So I was all happy about that. Then I came in here and I started cleaning in here. Now it's this area where I'm at. Okay. Um, Disaster doesn't really give it the full justice of how bad it has been through in here. But I got back behind over here in this area right here by where I sit. If you had seen it before, you know, Country Humans Network, congratulations on 107K. Yeah, finally, back up over 107,000 again. So that's been cool. Still haven't reached my old high, but we're going in the right direction, which is always a good thing. So, but I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, it's just when it is so weird. It is so weird. Now I'm going to tell you, I've looked back and I just had a notification on Facebook just literally a couple of weeks ago, and it was when I hit 100,000. That's like 2 years ago when I hit 100,000, and I peaked out. I had 107,000, 531 before all the games started being played, and then I went all the way down to 106,000, 500 and like, or was it like 480 or 490, something like that. Okay, and over a course of a couple of years, just slow degrade of subscribers, and nope, never got that. You know why I keep not getting it, Billy the Kid? Because they keep taking videos off. Okay, they keep uh, just representing Raleigh, North Carolina, saying hello to all. Oh, cool, Terrence. Um, but it's I so I did a video couple weeks ago, and that one actually did well. I got like 80 plus thousand views on that video, but I picked up like 400 subscribers, and I kicked up over 107,000 again. Okay, and then all of a sudden, I was at 107,000 and like three, something like that, and then they brought it back down. YouTube brought it back, and then it was down to I was at 106,953. It had gone all the way back to there. And then just the other day, I did a live stream, and the live stream did really well. And I picked up a bunch of subscribers and got up back over 107,000. I think I'm at 107,000 and like 81 coming into the live stream. So yeah, it's been a journey with YouTube. I can tell you that right now. So YouTube is censoring my YouTube channel. Alex is saying, yeah, they're doing it to everybody. To be honest with you, it's not like I think anybody that has a more conservative mindset, anybody that talks about self-reliance, independence, the Second Amendment, any of those type of things, and gun channels, any of those type of channels, prepping channels, they are not putting us out there. They're just not. And it's all part of whatever, and just it is what it is. But yeah, YouTube doesn't want your viewpoint out. No, they don't. Nope. Lone Wolf Prepper just yeah, they don't. They don't want you to get on there and grow and do. The channel was going full gang busters for a long, long time, and then literally the brakes got put on, and I mean, I had so many people telling me that they're getting unsubscribed when they didn't do it. I've had people go, all of a sudden I wasn't getting your notifications, and I thought something happened, and I came back because people get distracted. They get distracted with whatever is going on. You know, what did you expect? YouTube is owned by Google. Oh, I'm not surprised at all, to be honest with you. It's just, I don't preach hate or any of that type of stuff. So, it is what it is. And, it's part of what a lot of people have had to deal with. And we just kind of go from there, to be honest with you. But, well, before we jump into anything, I do want to remind everybody this is a very family-friendly oriented channel. I would ask you to please be decent in the chat. No racism, no nastiness. And so please be nice to each other. And if you can't do that, then those also awesome people lit up in blue with the blue wrenches will boot you out of here because we are not going to tolerate that kind of behavior on this channel. We just don't. I don't let people bash on other channels. I don't let them bash each in the chat. My moderators know, and if somebody comes on here and wants to act like a tool, they're gone. So we're not going to allow it. I said, but the other thing today I was working on also, so I took care of them, started working in here, and I also was organizing in the Wolf's Lair next door here. I was taking care of a lot of the medical supplies. So how are Pandora and Caesar? Ed and Eddie? Yeah, they're all good, Reginald. They're all good. Uh, Richard Shaw, welcome to Hardcore Prepper. Well, thank you, Richard. Thank you for joining us on that. Just so you know, Richard, Monday we will be doing we do the private live stream for the hardcore members. Oh, you like that here? Both of them. I just, if I could get this to work, there we go. That went on today, and that I just set up today as well. Those were sent to me by a subscriber. But anyway, thank you, Richard. We'll be live streaming Mondays at 8 p.m. It's every Monday. It's a private live stream, so make sure you join us in that. And we got a nice little family of people. We are on the regular doing that. So, but that's every Monday. So if you guys are interested, just to let you know ahead of time, I do a private live stream just for hardcore members on Mondays at 8 p.m. So, but anyway, like I said, then I was organizing the meds, the medical supplies. I had a bunch as well. So I'm trying to get organized. And so that was kind of what today was all about. And, but yeah, it's just trying to get things squared. We're trying to give myself more room to work with in here and get things nicer, I guess is the right word. It's been very cluttered for way, way too long. And my OCD has been kicking in lately, where I'm like, I got to get this cleaned up. Now, I have to completely, I mean, I'm talking the walls, everything is getting cleaned. Like behind me this year today, that all got cleaned up. I didn't touch up here yet, but I did, like I said, there down the area on the floor, just everything. It's just a once over that needed to be done. All right, what do we got? 333 in the chat so far. We got 127 thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please So basically, you did some spring cleaning, big time, JJ, big time. I'll tell you, I was talking to Heather, and I'll tell you what I told her in just a second. Um, but again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel as well, and make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. But uh, but yeah, it just. Oh, Chris, welcome to Hardcore Preppers. Well, thank you, Chris, for joining as well. I appreciate that, man. Again, remember we will be live streaming on Mondays. Mondays at 8 o'clock is for the hardcore members. So appreciate you joining and showing support for the channel that way. It's very personal, just so you guys know too. Any questions that you guys have, I am more than happy to answer in that private live stream. And also the people that are hardcore members, they get inside information a lot of times that I don't put out here on the regular channel. So, how do you become a hardcore prepper? What you got to do, Karen, is you go to my main page here on YouTube. You'll see a join button. You click on that, and it has 3 levels of membership. And the hardcore preppers is the highest level of membership, and that's the group that, like I said, I do the private live stream every Monday for. So, if you're interested, be more than happy to have anybody want to join. That's great, and I do appreciate both you guys doing that. So, and we'll hopefully see both of you tomorrow in that private chat. So, anyway, but no, I was feeling really super motivated today, and it was just that the weather was perfect. And the reason I say the weather was perfect, even though I was working and I was warm, the weather wasn't so hot that I was. So I wasn't like even cleaning out the battery room. I pulled all kinds of like a lot of crap out, cleaned up, swept up, reorganized it, put it all back the way I want, and I never broke a sweat doing it, and it felt really good. So I always like when the weather's like that, but when the sun's out like that, it's just so nice. And then one of the things that I did, and I explain it in the videos that are upcoming. You'll see those coming up, but so I have 3 batteries. I have the great big battery, and then I have 2 smaller batteries. Well, I only keep one of the smaller batteries connected at all times. The other one's not connected because what has happened in the past, it's only happened like 2 or 3 times, I think. Um, Ed, you were doing awesome with that bunker. Thank you, Terrence. I appreciate that. There's not going to be moving forward. We got some things that we have to do to get squared away with the bunker, and I want to. We're going as deep as we're going for right now. I'm not going any deeper until things are more squared away with the bunker because we have hit some softer soil, and I really don't want to take a chance of any kind of collapse or anything like that. So, what we're going to be doing with the bunker moving forward is I want to get the concrete. We got to get the drainage through the wall. We're going to be working on that. I want to get the concrete pad in, and then I want to start blocking up the sides. And then going in, I think we need to go a little bit wider, and we got to get the height a little bit higher. So because once we shore everything up in there, we're gonna lose. Like right now, it's about 6'3" when you walk into the tunnel, and you can walk in about 8 feet, and it's 6'3". But we're going to lose part of that height when we start working on putting cover over and everything like that. So what I'm thinking is, because we got a step up like literally almost a foot and a half, we can go low and chip out the floor deeper, and so we can do like 6 more inches lower, and that won't be that difficult to do. So we're going to get the height so we don't have to go any higher. So I'm not having to work up here that way. But if we chip that floor out, that's going to give us that extra room, and we might go a little bit wider once we go in there. So there's plans with all of that, and so we're going to be working on things, but getting it to a point where we're really safe is probably the most important thing right now. Off topic, Ed, but what's your take on the Russian concert? Well, we haven't been on topic at all yet. Honestly, we will touch on the topic. I do promise that. But no, I love the questions, guys, because it really, that's what this is about too. This is about answering your questions and discussing different things. But the concept, it's anything. And see, here's what's actually, I'll tell you what surprises me more. What surprises me more than all the people that were killed and injured at that concert, that all four of the suspects are alive. That surprises me more than anything. Um, you give up. You've just killed this large number of people, and the military, police, or whoever it was come in, and you give up. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, JJ's putting out there too, guys. All the questions that you want to ask me, put them in cap lock so they stand out for me because I see them more, ahead of time. Terror attacks are terror attacks, okay? Um, and so they got caught trying to escape. Yeah, but again, they got caught. You have a shootout. You kill as many of the policemen as you can and try to get away. That's not. You don't get caught. When you've just butchered many people, it again, to me, if I walked on that scene, saw those people that were murdered, but realistically, that's what happened. All those people were murdered, and the guy's doing this. He's getting shot right in the head. Why feed him for the rest of his life? You know what I mean? So, but get the entrance blocked up before going wider for safety reasons. Yeah, we're going to be working on all that. Oh, they dumped their weapons. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't know all the details, but you know, so they dumped weapons, tried to blend in with the crowd to get away. I gotcha. But the whole thing, you're going to have these type of attacks. They're going to happen. You're never going to stop those type of attacks. And it's unfortunate, but that is what happens. Um, but anyway, yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. I hate to see those type of things. Don't be surprised. Again, like I said, there's a huge agenda here in the United States, folks. Huge agenda. They want us disarmed. They want that, and it don't make any sense to me. Why that? Well, I know. Well, it does make sense because if a disarmed society can't fight back. I mean, that's a reality. And you can't stop them from doing whatever they want to do once you've been disarmed. Ask Australia. Ask, in the UK, right? See, look at what's going. Look, Germany. Look at that. You know, um, yeah, it's just, it's craziness. The whole thing is craziness. But it's just the analogy is the same as this. Okay, so you have bad actors go out and do bad things, and their solution is to take guns away from law-abiding citizens. So in that case, when drunk drivers go out and they kill somebody because of drunk driving, we should take everybody's cars and make it safer. You know what I mean? It's nuts, absolutely nuts. But and the thing is, when you have gatherings, and I want you to think about this, really think about it. When you have gatherings where you are not allowed, right? You're not allowed to have weapons. What is that? What does that become? That becomes a soft target. That's all it becomes, folks. So when you have a large gathering of people getting together for a music festival or whatever the case may be, and bad actors are going to come in, they know that those people are not going to be able to defend themselves, just like this concert in Russia. Okay. They weren't there looking, they're looking there to have an enjoyable evening, have a good time. And, this is what happens. But unless you have mega heavy duty security, armed security, um, you should be able to defend yourself if you need to. it's insanity. The whole thing is insanity. And their reasoning of why they want to do things doesn't make it makes no sense whatsoever. So yeah, should we ban kitchen knife because of stabbings? Yeah, it's like where does it end? Where does this? Well, you look at that. They want to do that. They got places where you can drop knives in the UK. So uh, Ed and many of us may be called up for service. Well, thank goodness I'm too freaking old. Um, yeah, they're not going to call me up. I'm going anyway. My days for that. I'm not. I'll fight if somebody comes here trying to hurt me or mine. If somebody invades our country, I'll fight. But I'm not fighting for any kind of military anymore. Those days are long, long over. No, Ed, you're not too old. They're saying up to 70. Yeah, I don't know where you're getting that information. They would take all the younger people first. You know what I mean? But yeah, my days. And anyway, if I got called up, they would have me. I'd be a nurse anyway, so they wouldn't have me in combat. They would have me back taking care of the people that were getting all shot up. So, but yeah, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It's just not going to happen. So I'd be like, yeah, thank you, but no thanks. But anyway, I think they are delusional. Yeah, no kidding. You think? Now, like I said, they're not sending me off to some foreign country to fight for what, the petrodollar? I don't think so. Nope, nope, nope. But anyhow, uh, yeah, let him take Hunter Biden. He's, that whole thing. What a and I'm going to tell you what. I mean, the legacy media, they should be ashamed of themselves. They really should be because it's not. We're not getting all the information. We're getting a absolutely watered down situation, and they prioritize certain things. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, and it makes me so glad that I think what is it now? 9 years? Might be 10. I'm not. It's 9 or 10 years ago. When well, no, it's got to be. Let's see. It's got to be 10 now. It's got to be 10 years. Yeah, I think in June is 10 years. When I moved to the property in New York, I gave up all the televisions that I had. I gave them away. Gave all the televisions away, and I have never had cable television again. I don't watch the news on television. I don't do any of that stuff because it's all they don't. There's a reason, folks, that they call it programming. Okay, it's a reason they call it programming. They're giving you the information that they have been allowed to give you. That's it. That's all the information they're giving you. They don't want you to dig deeper. And don't get me wrong, there's so many conspiracy theories out there and all that type of stuff, which absolutely is true. And you can get down some rabbit holes where you go, oh my God, and it can be, not everything is going to be accurate, but there's enough out there that is accurate that makes you go, you know, and you just kind of have to plod through it and try to figure out what is legit, what is not legit. So what do we got? 437 in the chat, guys. We're at 203 on the thumbs up. That's which is less than half. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to please do so to show support for the channel. It really does make a huge, huge difference with the algorithms. Again, it boosts us higher up in the rankings. Also, hey, Southern Homestead, thank you for becoming a beginning prepper. Appreciate that. Uh, Also, again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. And I thank you ahead of time for that reason as well. So, Got booted. Oh, really? Yeah, because all of a sudden I see the numbers of in we were at 437, now we're at 381. So I don't know what all that's about. That's weird. Who knows? Who knows? I've been a member now for almost a year. Oh, okay. Just you just renewed the membership, then that's what that was. Okay. Well, I like I said again, any support, guys. I'll tell you what, it all helps the channel. It all helps the channel, and it's all very much appreciated. Any money that I make goes back into the homestead anyway. So, that doesn't that doesn't change. That definitely does not change. But all right, let's continue on. So let's talk about this a little bit. Now that we're 25 minutes into the stream, it happens, folks, and I know I get off the rails, and it does happen. So the government just signed a 1.2 trillion dollar spending bill, which keeps the government going. I think through September. I think really 1.2 trillion dollars. No, not me. I know, so shocking. Um, 1.2 trillion dollars. That amount of money is so obscene. It is unbelievable to me. When you can't even really fathom it. A large percentage of that is going towards military spending. I don't know if people realize how much the United States spends on our military. Uh, you know, we spend more, and I want you to think about this. We spend more than the next 26 countries, the next in the list, second down to 27. We spend more than all of them combined. We spend more. That is just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy when you think about it, And yeah, war is money. Absolutely, Brad. You're 100% correct. Why do you think when we go and do these conflicts, right? And we can use the two recent ones that we just had, right? We can use Afghanistan and we can use Iraq. Afghanistan turned into a 20 years. I want you to think about that. So my kids were born. We had, declared that Iraq was bad and Afghanistan was bad, and we were going to go in and we're going to clean up. We're going to make things better, right? So off we go, beating the war drums and getting rah rah rah, and you know, doing that, and that amount of money that we spent, and what ended up happening, especially in Afghanistan. Did we wipe out the Taliban? I mean, I want you to think about the technology that we have, and we got beat by a bunch of goat herders. Come on, there's no way. But the thing is, what happens is when you are in a war situation, if you can not fight to the full capability that you are able to, and you keep pouring that money in, the war machine is making a ton of money. They don't care. They don't care about our young men and women that are sacrificing their lives. It's about money, folks. At the end of the day, if you can't see that, if you don't know, or Iraq, right? Let's think about Iraq. What does Iraq have that we cared so much about? And our fingers in the pie in Iraq, even to this day. So don't ever think that we're not in control over there. All right. Or we have a government over there that is very friendly to the U.S., right? They got oil. Iraq's got oil. And, Afghanistan has a lot of rare earth minerals, a lot of rare earth minerals. And not just the heroin. The heroin's a small fraction of what we gave a crap about what was in Afghanistan. So it's a big game. And, we went in and, part of this spending bill, okay? So part of this spending bill, and this part I did agree with. I will tell you this right now. Um, this I will tell you what I agree with. Part of the spending bill was giving 12,000 visas to Afghanians that helped the United States during the war effort. And that should have already been done. Those folks should be here already. Why? Because if they helped us and then we leave, and the Taliban comes in, right? What happens to those people? They will kill them without even thinking about it. They'll kill them without even thinking about it because they helped us. And when we're going to turn our back and walk away from them, that should never happen. People that were there as interpreters and all those, you know, we need to make sure that they are squared away and that we take care of them. That's my belief anyway. Yeah, and why did we leave all our military equipment behind? That is a great question as well. That one, I don't. What a waste, you know. All the military equipment, all the infrastructure. If we were leaving and we knew we were leaving and there was like this deadline, you get your stuff out, you destroy all that infrastructure, you leave them living in the Stone Age. That's my opinion. If you're giving it back to them, let them do it. So that's it's craziness. It is absolute craziness, but it isn't going to change. So, but again, if they let us fight wars the way that Vietnam never should have happened the way that did, never should have happened the way that did. You guys, I've already talked to you guys before and told you what I would do if we were in a war situation. I've already explained exactly what I would do. Here's the line, right? Everybody on that side of the line is the enemy, and you take care of them. You take care of them. That's it. Because if they're dead, they can't fight you. They can't have the kids grow up and decide to kill you later because they're all gone. And that's, I'm going to tell you, and again, and some people may agree with me, some people won't, and that's perfectly fine. But Israel's showing you the way it's done, folks. Israel is showing you the way it's done. Oh, you want to attack us? You want to kill our people? Then this is what you get. And like I said, I have so much respect for them, and they're not listening to everybody else crying and whining and, oh, poor Palestinians and people in the Gaza Strip. They don't give a crap. I mean, I think that they're trying to limit the casualties, but it is what it is. You know, you did it. You did it. So what do you think is going to happen because of that? That'll never happen. Wars are big money makers. Win quick, no money in the. Oh, there's no money in it. You're right, Billy the Kid. There's no money in it. Ed is very choppy. Well, that's YouTube, I would imagine. I'm sorry, guys, if there's issues. I'm not having any disruption on my end, so I do apologize if you guys are. See, again, like I said, they, certain things they don't want to be talking about. They don't want you to talk about it. But it's unfortunate. Glitches, okay. DJs have been choppy on my end throughout. Yeah. At Israel told Gaza citizens at first to leave before strikes. Yeah, they did. They gave them warnings. Yep. Oh, yeah. Like I said, both of these were sent by the same folks, and I got. Let me see. Where did I? I'll show you the other thing that they sent too. Here's the other thing that they sent. Turn it. So there we go. So they sent that as well, and there will be multiples when she has puppies. Here's another sticker, and I don't know. I think this was sent by somebody else. That will be going up as well. So I got to figure out if I'm going to put it on the camper or if I'm going to put that on the battery room. Not 100% sure yet, but anyway, yeah, it's just nonsense, just a lot of nonsense, and I'm like so tired of it. And a lot of solar flares yesterday, 20 of them yesterday, today. Okay, that could absolutely be part of it too. You just don't know. Yep. So that could absolutely be part of it. And so if it's choppy, guys, I apologize. There's really nothing I can do about it. So I graduated basic infantry and airborne schools at Fort Benning in Georgia in '89. Well, I was '84. I went in '84, so a few years before you. But anyway, guys, so they spend this. They passed this huge spending bill. Like I said, 1.2 trillion. A lot of it again is going, and both sides are touting victories on different things, and it's just part of. They all grandstand. They like I said again, they all make me sick because they're all on the same side. You think that they're on different sides, but they're really not. Okay, they're that's part of the illusion. You know what I mean? Ed, did you talk about the El Paso border incident on Thursday? I did talk about that. I talked about that on Friday. Joe. Yep, I did talk about that on Friday. So there was a solar flare story. Yeah, Asif actually sent me information that was like on a scale of 8 out of 9, so pretty heavy duty solar storm, and it was like a black hole part in the sun that was aimed like directly at Earth. So that's never a good thing either. But well, you can go back, Joe, and watch that one from Friday's live stream. That's still, that's up there if you'd like to go back and check that out. The Northern Lights are supposed to be visible much further. Oh, okay. Probably not this far down, I wouldn't imagine. So, but anyway, so huge spending bill gets passed. Both sides are claiming victory, like they always do. It's like a big circle jerk, to be honest with you. Just like I said, they all make me sick. They really do. Um, Here's what you need to remember, okay? Republican, Democrat, two sides of the same coin, two wings of the same bird. That's it. That's it. At the end of the day, what they care about, politicians, at the end of the day, what they care about is taking care of their rich friends, right? We see it all the time. When a new administration comes in, anybody that had sucked up to them during their run, they get rewarded. They get put in positions, and they look out for the special interest groups that got them elected. That's it. They don't give a crap about us. They don't. You think about. Here's another thing. Just so wonderful that they can do this. Pentagon just found. They found $300 million, right? This remember that the whole funding of Ukraine wasn't going to happen. The $60 billion that the politicians wanted to send off to Ukraine, I think it was the Democrats were really pushing for that, and the Republicans said no. And so now the Democrats are saying, well, see, they don't want to. We were going to give $20 billion for the border, but they don't want to do that. But yeah, there was too many strings attached. 14 billion for 14 billion for Israel, 60 billion for Ukraine, and there was another 3.8 billion for aid for Gaza, right? So they were like, no, that's no way, and we're not doing it anymore. But they were able to find $300 million. The Pentagon was. They hit their little typewriters and found $300 million to be able to send $300 million of aid excuse me, over to Ukraine. Isn't that wonderful? Crap, if I'm doing my laundry and I pull the stuff out of the washing machine and I find 50 cents, I'm like, yes, yes. I don't see how you misplace, $300 million, but yeah, it's all nonsense, folks. you know, it really truly is. And as soon as we, the people, ever figure that out, we're going to be in better shape because then we can focus, right? Instead of focusing on, I don't like you because you're a different color than me. I don't like you because you're a different religion than me, or I don't like you because you're a Democrat and I'm a Republican, or vice versa, right? Instead of focusing on stupid, ridiculous things that mean nothing, if we could ever come together and go, hey, wait a minute, you know what the real problem is? The real problem is big business. And the real problem is a government that does way too much overreach. That's the problem. When we can figure that one out, folks, and come together as a group of human beings that say, wait a minute, I don't want this much control by a government agency over my life, right? When we can do that, we're going to be in better shape. I got something that's on this side. Let's see, other side. What is that? A fuzz. I saw it. I could see it on the thing. I'm like, what is that? So sorry about that. Easily distracted. Oh, look, it's shiny. It's the Gemini in me, folks. It happens. But like I said, if we could ever come together, truly come together, there's no stopping us. There really isn't. And they have to give in to us because there's more of us than there are of them, and that's what it comes down to. The government is taking 2 weeks off for Easter. How many days do you get off for Easter, right? And there's the other thing. They take the whole month of August off, folks. Why? Well, it's because it's too hot in Washington, D.C., them poor things. Why should they have to be there in Washington, D.C. for that month? They don't have to be there for August, the whole month. They get more time off being a senator or a congressman or woman than kids get off for school. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I want you to think about this too. Look at all the times when there's a vote and they're not there. Ah, I'm the congressman. Listen, I'm the congressman for West Virginia, but yeah, I'm not going. I got other things I got to do. I got this fishing trip that I'm going to be going on, so I won't be there to vote on, whatever that is. It's nuts. It's not, and the problem is we, the people, allow it. That's the problem. That's the problem. But yet, you know, it's absolutely craziness. But it isn't going to change because nobody's going to do nothing about it. So we just sit here and piss and moan and complain like we always do. But I just really wish. Yeah, that's why bills get pushed through at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. Oh yeah, JJ. You know what? That's what they did in New York when they passed the new gun laws up in New York. They did it and they voted on it late at night, and the next day you woke up and boom. So yeah, right. You have the 1,200 page thing, and they had 12 hours. 12 hours. They normally give them 3 days, right? They normally give them 3 days. So what's in there that they all voted on that they didn't realize that they voted on it because it was buried somewhere in that 1,200 page document. So unbelievable. Like I said again, and why wouldn't they want to take the time to go through? Why are these bills have so much pork in them all the time, right? Why? Make it simple, right? Use the KISS method. I love the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. You want to protect our borders, politicians? So here's a simple solution. You want to protect our borders? Have a bill that the only thing on the bill is protecting our northern and southern borders from illegals, right? And I'll tell you what, you do that and it doesn't pass, then you can look and see who voted against it and you can go, okay, these are the people that don't care, right? But so it would have to be something that would absolutely go through and they would have to do it. They would have to do it because that's what the people want. That's what the people want. People want to be able to go to sleep at night, put their head down, and not have to worry about this mass invasion that we are having, especially at the southern border. But don't think for a moment they're not coming across the northern border as well. That's just not in the news. You're not going to hear about that. You're not going to hear about that one. So But yeah, they do that. That's when they give themselves raises. Oh yeah, when they're voting for raises, boy, that goes through every time. That goes through every time. We're going to do egg count here in just a moment, but again, before we do egg count, we got 454 in the chat. We're at 276 on the thumbs up. So I'm going to ask you again, please, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, to please do so to show support for the channel. Again, I do really appreciate that. It really makes a big, big difference with the algorithms. So the more interaction, the better it is for the channel. So again, like I said, I appreciate it for that. Again, if you are not subscribed, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. And I thank you for that reason as well. And thank you ahead of time. So let's do this. How many eggs today? And yes or no for the white hen. So I'll give you guys a moment to get your guesses in, and we will go from there. So I'll give you guys a moment, and we will do that. And I'm going to take a drink of green tea in the meantime. All right. I'll give you guys just a minute to get your guesses in. So the chickens have been doing real well with laying, real well with laying. They've been jamming right along. And if you had the same exact guess as Tut's mom, that is our first time winner there for sure. I've never heard that one before. But Tut's mom is the winner with 6 eggs today. And of course, because all 6 hens laid, yes, the white hen laid as well. So, congratulations to Tut's mom. You've won absolutely nothing. But see, you are happy. So there you go. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's only literally the 3rd time I think that they've all laid. But I'm thinking that when the weather really starts to warm up, I think that's going to be more the norm than the not. They're 1-year-old hens, and they laid really well through the course of the winter also. But like I said, today was absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, it's because of the light. Well, yeah, the days are longer, they got more light, and so it was funny. By 3 o'clock, I already had 5 eggs at 3 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm going to see if that last hen laid. That last hen's got to lay. So I think I went out about 5:30, and I looked at 5:30, and there was the last egg. I'm like, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, they're so much fun. I really enjoy the chickens, and I do plan on having more. Yes, Billy the Kid. I do plan on increasing the number of hens that I have. I have a grand total of 6 hens and 1 rooster, and so I do want to add some more hens this year. I got to just figure out, what I'm going to do. With the chicken coop that I have right now, I could probably add 3 or 4 more hens right now, and it would not be overcrowded in there for them. Eventually, I would like to, what's the difference between a hen and a chicken? Well, call them a hen because you want the females, Billy the Kid. I don't want males. I already have 1 male, so 1 male is plenty. And but had a duck. He started eating all my wires and shoes, so we ate him a couple of weeks ago. Oh my God, that's funny. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying a chicken is a male. No, the chickens are chickens, but you have, that's why I say hens. I want more hens. I don't want more males. So that's why. So simple. It's either a rooster or a hen. And I would rather have more hens. I don't need any. I know you're good, man. I don't need any more roosters. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get more chicks, and hopefully they'll be all hens. You can buy them sexed, so the chances of getting a male, is less likely. So, if I'll pay the extra money. because I've had it where I've got like a dozen chicks, right? And they grow up, and four of them were roosters. And then I had to. I'll tell you what had happened. So I put an ad on Facebook. I couldn't kill them, guys. I couldn't. Make call me a wussy or whatever. I don't care. I When you raise them up, it's tougher. Okay. Um, so I'm like, I put an ad on Facebook, and think I gave away two or three. I think it was three roosters, because I had way too many roosters. And so I put an ad out there, and these guys came, and they were like, "How old are they?" And I'm like, "They're like a year, less than a year." And they're like, "Okay." So they came, and I had to catch them because they couldn't catch them. And I'm not even sure where they were from originally. They definitely were not from America originally. These guys were little. I mean, they were little. And I don't, they were like, I don't even know. I don't want to say a country and be like, oh, well, you're profiling or whatever. But they were not from America, and they were little bitty people. Nice guys. They were nice guys, but I was like, I had to catch the roosters for them and put them in a box, and they were going around, and they already had a bunch of roosters in the back, and I knew they were going to take them home and kill them, and I was like, that's cool, that's cool. I just, here's my thing: if I don't have to kill something, I don't want to kill something. But will the hens lay if there's no rooster in a flock? Yes, Michelle. The reason you have a rooster, so the hens are going to lay regardless, okay? So they're going to lay no matter what. The only difference is two things comes with not having a rooster in there with them. You're not going to get fertilized eggs. So if they get broody and they sit on the eggs, if there's no rooster that fertilized the eggs, you're not going to get any more chickens, okay? The second reason you definitely want to have a rooster, their job is to protect the hens. So if something comes in the night and tries to kill them, the rooster will give his life to protect his girls. That's what he does. That's his job. So, but yeah, so, but so that's all part of that. She's sleeping right now, and her paw is moving like this because she's dreaming while she's sleeping. So, yeah, I saw that, JJ. You had sent me that information, which is insanity. That's insanity. So, yeah, there won't be a roadside stand with, me doing that. No. So, my rooster was having a fit day. A crow was down and around the hens. Oh, yeah, yeah, they would absolutely understand that, Delbert. Yeah, they don't like that. So, I'm not saying a rooster would keep the coyotes away. If the coyotes come in, that rooster is going to fight, is what I'm telling you. So, yeah, the egg count, Pam B, was 6 eggs today, and yes, the white hen did lay. So everybody laid today. Yeah, I'm not registering squat, guys. I don't like overreach. And again, you know what it comes down to? Let's and I'm not saying I'm going to, but let's say I decided. I mean, I'm what am I getting? Max 6 eggs a day. So how many dozen could that be, right? Um, no, none of my chickens lay the green eggs. No, nope. And I don't have an Easter egger right now. All I have is, the white, the one hen lays white eggs. But anyway, what they're looking for, the reason that they want you, if you're planning on selling eggs, they want their tax money. That's what it comes down to, and control, making sure that you're doing this, that, and the other thing. That's what it always comes down to. But realistically, how many eggs could I sell? 2 dozen a week, if I was going to sell any. So yeah, I just same thing with like the bees. Bees, it's the same thing. You can register them or you don't have to register them. It's up to you. I ain't registering squat. So that's just my take on that. I don't like that overreach. I don't like that control. I want to be as free as I possibly can be. So I didn't know chickens lay eggs regardless. Oh yeah, yep, they absolutely do. So just say your property is a bird sanctuary. There you go. Yeah. I just I'm so tired of, well, it's just like right now in a lot of places. You want to put up a lemonade stand, have your kids sit out there and sell some lemonade. You got to get a license in so many places now that you can't have your kids selling lemonade. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The police have shut down. They got nothing better to do that pester parents and little kids over stuff like that. I mean, come on. Heaven forbid that they don't get their tax revenue, you know. Are you going to drink goat's milk? Yeah, if I get goats, I absolutely would. Yep, I'll make cheese out of it, the whole 9 yards. Absolutely. Yeah, I just yeah, they want to tax their garage sales too. Oh yeah, they don't want you to make any kind of extra money that they don't got their finger in the pie. So it's like I said, it's just the whole thing is just insanity. And it's our fault. It's our fault because we have allowed this crap to happen. We have allowed these bureaucrats to get into office and they think they have all this power, and that goes to their head in a lot of cases. So, like I said, all we got to do, folks, realistically, all we got to do, yeah, maybe your chickens identify as an apple tree. Oh my God, that's great. I said this to somebody recently. Oh my God, I was laughing. I and I'll tell you what I told him at the bank, and you're gonna love this. So I walked into the bank and I said, "Listen," I said, "I identify as a multimillionaire. So here's what we need to do." I said, "I'd like you to give me $2 million." I said, "Because I'm going to win either the Powerball or the Mega Millions, or yeah, either one of them." I said, "I'm going to win one of those, and then I'll put the money back." And they just laughed at me, and I didn't think that that was very nice. You know, I said, "Come on, it's only $2 million. I'll put it back as soon as I win." So that's pretty funny. I just, but that's just I have a weird sense of humor, and the girls at the bank know who I am, so they're like, "You're a nut job." So it's too funny. But what's this crap about Oregon and farming? Yeah, there we talked about that in a live stream not that long ago. Got into that whole thing as well. So that's on a previous live stream. We talked about that. But yeah, again, just more. It's about water and controlling the water. Uh, you know. So here's what kills me, and this really really kills me. Now, the last 2 years, California has had an abundance, a complete abundance of water. So what have they done? Right? They opened them up, opened up the floodgates, and let that water go because there was too much water. Couldn't have that much. Don't save it. Don't have other areas that you could save that water. No, why would you do that? Yeah, they dump it in the ocean. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, to me, you want to talk about the height of stupidity? Here's a thought, right? You have areas that need water. Why not, if you have an abundance, have a way to divert it, right? Ship it out, put a pipeline in, right? They put pipelines in for oil. Why not put a pipeline in for water? I'm sure Arizona wouldn't say no to having all that excess water, right? I'm sure they wouldn't. Nevada, right? They would not say no to excess water. But California charges for our water. Oh, a lot of places charge for water. I mean, if you're in a town and you're on the water supply of town, you get a water bill every 3 months. Yeah, they charge you unless you are independent and have a well. You're going to get charged. That's just that's just the way it goes. That is just the way it goes, and that's not going to change. It's not going to change. So yeah, build a Roman aqueduct. Exactly. They did it. Why can't we? You know, that's the thing that kills me about that whole situation. You know, that I don't know. Like I said, it's I believe some places are putting meters on private wells and charging. Really, I hadn't heard about that. So, but yeah, that's one of the things that I like about here. Water's not an issue here where I'm at. You know, so but I'm just wondering when they'll charge us for the air. Yeah, no kidding, Mary. I hear you. But again, you know, we have to make decisions, folks, as a collective, and say, yeah, the carbon tax in Canada, those freaking poor people up there, they're getting screwed. I mean, Trudeau. I mean, I just saw a video, and Trudeau was coming out of someplace, and the guy, you know, he went to try to shake this guy's hand, and the guy goes, "Why would I shake your hand?" He goes, "You've destroyed this country." And of course, you know, then Trudeau tried to turn around and say, "Oh, what are you, a fan of Putin?" You know, no, I'm just not a fan of the overreach of government and the carbon tax and all this other nonsense. It's all nonsense. You know, there was a and they were in Congress, and I can't remember who it was, and these supposed experts were coming in, you know, talking about how we need to, you know, reduce the carbon footprint and all this type of stuff. And the guy, the congressman or whoever it was that was on the committee, said, "Do you know how much the percentage of carbon dioxide is in the air?" Right? Because the big push is, right, oh, carbon dioxide, this is a big problem, blah blah blah. He goes, "Do you know how much is in the air?" And so they're like, "Oh, well, like 5%," and the one said 7%. Do you guys know what it is? I'll tell you what it is here in just a second. I'm going to let you guys, we'll give you a second. Well, we're going to do the shout outs here in a second. I'll just go ahead and tell you. It's 0.4%. That's how much carbon dioxide's in the air, guys. 0.4%. Zero point 0.4. Not 1%, not a half a percent. 0.4. And what happens is if we remove, let's say, 0.2% of that 0.4% carbon dioxide, plant life starts to die, just so you know. So this whole push that they're pushing about, oh my God, we got to do this, we got to do this, we're saving the planet. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense because the carbon dioxide levels are not that high. It's a reason. Oh, I shouldn't. Let me rephrase that because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to be accused of spreading false information. Allegedly, we'll do it like that. Allegedly, right? But allegedly, what it comes down to is to tax you even more and control you even more. That's what it comes down to. Oh, I know one of the things that they were touting in the bill, and we're going to do shout outs here in just a second, folks. But one of the things that they were touting in the bill was that they stopped, Republicans stopped the Democrats from doing, um, getting rid of different things to be able to try to make things more green. So there was and I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a couple of things in there. So it's absolute insanity again. All right, real quick, what do we got? 386 in the chat. We're at 321 on the thumbs up. Let's see if we can hit 350 today. We did not make it in the last stream, but I think we can make 350 today. That's what, 29 more thumbs up. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel, and I thank you ahead of time. Also, again, it really does make a huge difference with the algorithms, so I do appreciate it for that or that point as well. Also, again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well, and I thank you for that reason. All right, let's do some shout outs right after I have one more drink. All right. Heavenly Hills Homestead, growing giant vegetables, getting to that point of the year where he will be getting that going very, very soon. I know he's preparing the ground already over there, and that's a good thing. We have Icky Can up in Canada, living off grid up there, doing his thing up there. There is Angry Prepper, that is Jason down in New York City. Jason's a real good guy, definitely worth to listen to. There is Alaska Prepper. It's Rudy, good guy as well. A lot of good information with his channel. There's also Alaska Granny. You have the Sean James channel and also My Self Reliance. Two different channels, same guy, a lot of good information, living in Canada, living off grid, master builder, amazing to watch what he does. There is Demcat. I like Demcat as well. He gives you the good information, and he's also walking the walk and talking the talk, so that's a good thing as well. There is Corporal's Corner. You have Bjorn Hansen. There's 80K Man up in the Adirondacks doing his thing up there. Bizarrizajizza, who has the Carrington Chronicles series, really interesting series, a lot of good information with that. Let's see, we have Marfugal News, Adam and Dax out on the West Coast doing their thing out there. Good guys. Magic Prepper in North Dakota. There is Wranglestar, that is Cody. A lot of good information on his channel. There is Red Poppy Ranch. You have Survival Lily coming at you from Europe, giving you all the information of what's going on over there. There's Kyle's Cabin. Kyle and Sierra up in Minnesota doing their thing. He's in the process right now of building a huge log cabin. Huge log cabin. Really interesting. Good kid. Hard worker. Bush Radical and Girl in the Woods. Husband-wife team. Two different channels. A lot of good information on their channels. You have Green Greg's making the move out to Arizona. Southern Prepper 1 with his Boots on the Ground series. There is Gray Man prepping. You have Doug and Stacy. Doug and Stacy have been around for quite a while. Good people. A lot of good information with their channel as well. The Nomadic Movement down in Panama. Nice young couple down there living off grid, following their dream in Panama. You have the Green Dream Project out in Arizona. Nice young couple out there showing you what it takes to live in the desert and what you have to do. Really interesting. There's Camping with Steve Wallace doing stealth camping up in Canada. A lot of fun to watch that. Really interesting to see what he's doing. There is Bush Doctor Survival. You have Monkey Works. There is the Needy Homesteader. She's been around a long time. A lot of good info with her channel as well. There is Boss of the Swamp. Another master builder. Very interesting to watch what he's doing. Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Diamond is a very smart guy. A lot of good information on his channel. And very cool to see what he does. And anything you want to know about the Grand Solar Minimum, he's the guy that will tell you. You have Patera with the Appalachian Homestead. Straight shooter. She says it just like it is, and I like that. Really interesting. You have City Prepper. There's Lumina Acres. You have Suspicious Observer giving you all the information of what's going on with the solar flares. A lot of good info on his channel as well. There's Bear Independent. You have the Uneducated Economist. There is Bushcraft Bear in the Canary Islands of La Palma. You have Mary Greeley News giving you all the latest of what's going on with Yellowstone, the earthquakes, and all that type of information. There is Adapt 2030. You have Malachi's Corner. Truth Be Told with Tara. If you're going to get your weather, guys, there's only one guy you should be getting your weather from, and that is Ryan Hall, y'all. Ryan Hall is very passionate about the weather, but he also gives back to the community in a huge way, and I have so much respect for him. If there's a disaster, he has been right there, and I think that's amazing. And he has the platform to be able to do it, which is also great. Russell Brand. Russell Brand gives you the information. He lets you decide what you want to do with it. I like that. Deep South Homestead, another very family-friendly oriented channel, definitely worth a listen to. You have The Outsider up in Maine. There's Betting on Alaska. He is the son of Bush Radical and Girl in the Woods. Nice young man starting his journey, trying to live off-grid up in Alaska. You have The Fit Farmer. There is Prep Rebel. Simple Life Reclaimed. There's Townsend's showing you what it's like to live in the 1800s. A lot of good info on that channel. You have The Prepared Mind. There's Pinball Preparedness coming at you out of Tennessee. There's East Tennessee Preparedness. You have The Economic Ninja. And last but not least, Little House Off Griddy. Also coming at you out of Tennessee. I know you guys also put a lot of different channels in the chat, which is fine that you like. I can only give so many shout outs. But a lot of good channels out there, a lot of good information. I do believe we need to support each other. I think that that is important. And that's why I give the shout outs. And I think that if we can come together, like I said again, it just instead of fighting, I think we should support each other. If you win the lottery, what kind of bunker would you build? If I won the lottery, and I've talked about this because I love that because when the lottery's really big, like right now the Mega Millions is 1.1 billion, so that's 1,100,000,000 dollars. So you got to realize you're taking home 40%. That's all you're going to take home after all the taxes are taken out. You're going to end up with about $440 million clear, right? I could learn to adjust my lifestyle for that. I think I could. But anyway, if I won that kind of money, I would probably what I would have underground would cost between probably $5 and $6 million. It would have levels and a sub level and another sub level. It would be huge. It would be huge, and it would be stored up enough food and water and supplies and for whatever we needed. It would have, there would be a med bay. There would be growing rooms that you could grow underground. I mean, it would be crazy. Would you bail out Trump? No, nope. So, but it would, like I said, it would be there would be enough food and stuff. No, I wouldn't be digging the bunker by hand. No, we would be hiring a crew to come in and do it. That is for sure. But anyway, I mean, it would be absolutely extensive. It would be huge, and we would have enough food probably to, you know, feed 100 people for 10 years. Some crazy stuff, something crazy. It would be substantial, and there would be many many ways in and out, and so yeah, that would be the game plan on something like that. But no, it's always nice, dollar and a dream. If you can't win it if you're not in it. So, but yeah, I just there, and I've said this in the past, and this is honestly this is what I would do. If I won that kind of money, it would put me in a position to be able to really help a lot of people, and I would have investigators go out and find people that were worthy, that were working hard, that were struggling, that needed help, and I would help them anonymously. They would never know that money came from me. It would all be done through, a lawyer, and they would, find out, yeah, your house is paid off. Here's a car, and here's a little bit of money to help you. You guys are doing the right thing. Keep going. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do. But I wouldn't do it where like, look at me and look what I've done. I would never do that. I wouldn't want that. But yeah, I would definitely. I'd be in a position to be able to do that. So, and it would be, I'd probably start up. I would help kids that want to go to trade school. I'd set up something for that gives kids an opportunity to be able to go to become a welder, a plumber, a carpenter, electrician. And as long as they keep their grades up and do the right thing, pay for their education. I mean, we need more tradesmen, not college. I would not do it for college. So, but yeah, there's a lot that when you have that kind of money, there's so much you could do positively, um, to help people. It'd be fun. That to me would be fun. So, but anyway, that's just my take on that. So, all right, what do we got? Oh, yeah, 362 on a thumbs up. You guys way past that 350, so that's cool. Um, but anyway, uh, we are Legion because we are many. We are all over the world. We're all over the country. Where is everybody from tonight? So let's just do that really quickly. We got Brad in Missouri. Oh, I would buy every piece of property that I could around me as well, and I would have an extensive compound. We got Connecticut with Awesome Sauce, Fayetteville, North Carolina with Carol, Florida with Danny, Michigan with Michigan Lifestyles, Critter Lover in Virginia, California with Chris, BC, Canada with Janet, Inverness, Florida with Clyde in the house, Ontario, Canada with Dave, Austin, Texas. We have Missouri and the Ozarks with Delbert, Joan in Leesburg, Florida, Michelle in Detroit. We got California in the house with Dana, Touch Mom coming at us from Vegas. We have California with Denise. DC, Canada once again with Emil. We got Michigan in the house with Carrie. Raleigh, North Carolina with Terrence. Sarasota, New York with Mr. Giblin. West Virginia with Morning Light. Minnesota with Country Humans Network. Indiana's in the house with Pam B. Greenlee County, Arizona with Codster. Dallas, Texas with Beads and Beans. In Bama, live in Ohio, in the woods, okay. Waterloo, New York with Sharon. We have Texas with Dust Devil. We got Florida in the house with Debbie. Uh, Central New York with Village Homestead. Algonquin Park, Canada with Dar. We got South Carolina with Welcome to Redneckin. I like that. That's funny. Uh, a lot of power outages in New York. I did not know that. We got Woodstock, Tennessee with Whoops. Southeast Tennessee with Terry. West Central Ohio with Dale. Dallas, Texas with John. Birdsboro, Pennsylvania with Melissa. Whispering Pines coming out of the middle of Michigan. Southwest Ohio with Barbara. We got Chicago Phil with coming from Denver. Colorado. Uh, Glasgow, Kentucky with D. Nowhere, Oklahoma with Okie Forge. So again, folks, we're all over the country. We're all over the world. We're a huge, huge network of people. We're the people that truly can make a difference. We can try to wake people up. We can try to educate people now. And I think we should try to do that if we can. I think it's important that we try to do that. Also, you know, after an event, we can make a difference by helping people, being in a position to help. You can't help everybody, and I get that, but you can try to help as many as you can. And I think we should. That's just my opinion. But you're going to have to choose who you help, and that's important because we've talked about that and, what that's going to be like and what that's going to look like. It's not going to be pretty. So the goal is now 400 question mark. Wow, we don't have time for that, unfortunately. We hit 375, so that's cool. No, we don't have enough time for 400, but that would be neat, right? I want to thank my moderators who do an absolutely fantastic job keeping the chat clean. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, who moderate for me. I really appreciate what you guys do, and it really makes a difference with the channel. It makes it very family friendly, and that's what we want to have here. I want to thank all you guys for being here, supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me as well. Without you guys here, I would not be here. So it's a lot of fun. I do enjoy these chats. Hopefully, we share some information. You might not agree with everything I say, and guess what? That's okay. You don't have to. I want you to be thinking for yourselves, and if I can stimulate your thought process on things, then great. If I can't, well, that's okay too. You know what I mean? So if somebody's here hating on me, well, they're leaving somebody else alone. So there we go. That's okay too. It's just it's all part of it. Remember, folks, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. We have to stop letting them divide us. They use race, they use religion, they use political affiliation. These are all things that are used to keep us fighting amongst each other. So we will never focus on the true problem, which is big business and the government. That's a fact. Well, 384. Could we get 16 more? I doubt it. You guys could shock me. That would be great. If we got 16 more and hit 400, that would be awesome. But a couple of trolls tonight, they got the boot. That's not bad. That's not bad. So, also, guys, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really, really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. So now we're at 393, guys. It is absolutely doable. We need 7 more to hit 400. Come on, you guys. I know you guys can do it. 7 more thumbs up. Last but not least, guys, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do in life, You can do it if you set realistic goals and then set about to making them happen. The only person that is going to stop you from achieving those goals are going to be you. That's it, nobody else. If you stay positive and stay away from the negativity, stay away from negative people telling you what you cannot accomplish, you're going to do fine. You're going to be okay. So that's the important thing. Set those goals, set about to making them happen. My favorite thing to tell people that say that you can't do this or you can't do that is watch me. And we just hit 400, so that's cool. So we did hit four. That's awesome. I'm surprised. That really surprises me. So, but that's cool. That now we're at 401. All right. But anyway, guys, be safe. Keep prepping. Take care of what you can take care of. Control what you can control. Don't give up. Don't become despondent. Just take care of what you can take care of. And when something happens, we're all going to be in the same boat, realistically. So, the more ready you are, the better off you're going to be. Have a great night, everybody. And I will see you later. Prepper Nurse One out for now.